Hey everyone, welcome back. So today's video is going to be on this look. It's a tutorial from start to finish. I put a poll on Instagram asking if you wanted to see a Thanksgiving body paint or if you wanted to see a holiday glam look, and the holiday glam look blew the body paints out of the water, so that's what we're doing here today. I decided to go a little bit further and not only do a holiday look, but also do it using all entirely drugstore makeup. That way it's a little bit easier for you to get your hands on some of these products. All of the products that I use in this video will be listed in the description box below if you are interested. But I will say I pretty much loved every single product that I used in this video today, even some that I was trying for the first time. So if you want to see how I achieve this holiday drugstore look, please keep watching.
To start off today's look, we're going to prime our face with the Physicians Formula Glow Primer, and then we're going in with their Healthy Foundation. I'm just buffing this in with a foundation brush. I would say that this foundation is definitely a medium coverage, and that's what I was going for this look today. I didn't want it to be too full coverage, just because my skin already has some color from vacation. This step is totally optional, but I like to go in with a beauty blender or a sponge of some sort and just make sure everything looks super blended, especially when my skin is dry after vacation. Next step is to add some concealer. Today we're using the Maybeline Age Rewind. I love this concealer because it's super easy to apply when it has that sponge tip. So if you're in a rush, it's great to use, and it also has great coverage. So I'm placing this just in the center of my face, or is what you would call the T-zone, and I'm just blending it out with a beauty sponge. I love, again, like I said, the coverage of this, and it definitely stays all day. I don't have any issues with it, so I would highly recommend this concealer. I really like to set any cream products with powder, so that's what I'm going in with here. This is the NYX Professional Makeup. This is the Contour and Highlight Pro Palette. I'm using that banana type shade to set my under eyes, and I'm also going to be using it to bronze up and contour the face in just a moment. Because my skin is so dry from vacation, I didn't want to use only powder, so I'm using a lot of creams here. So this is going to be the Cream Contour Stick from NYX Cosmetics. This is also really easy to use, especially if you're on the go. So this is the darkest shade, I believe, and I use this mostly to contour, not necessarily to bronze up. I use another one in a lighter, warmer shade to do that as well, and you'll see that in just a moment. I'm just blending it out with a brush, and I'm trying to really make sure that those cheeks look nice and chiseled and really make it look as though the shadows are a little bit more enhanced than they normally would be. Once you've done those cooler shades with the contour, we want to go in and warm up the face a little bit. So I'm going back in with another NYX Professional Makeup Contour Stick, just in a warmer shade. And I'm bringing that shade a little bit higher than we did with the contour. And this is going to bronze up the face. I'm using the same brush as I did before, and I'm going to nicely just blend this into the skin. These contour sticks blend so beautifully, and they're really easy to use. So I would definitely recommend them for an everyday makeup look or something that's on the go. Going back to the powdered NYX Professional Makeup Contour, we're going back just to set those cream powders. Again, using those more darker, cooler shades in the contour areas, and then using the warmer shades a little bit higher, more on the cheekbones, just to warm up the face a little bit more. This is the best smelling blush. Everything from Physicians Formula smells amazing. So I'm going in with this blush from them. This is in the shade Vintage Rouge. It's a nice peachy nude, and it's just going to bring a little bit more flushed color to the face. So I'm placing this on my cheeks for the blush today. I love this blush from Wet n Wild, but I wouldn't necessarily use it as a blush on its own. It has a nice shimmer to it, so I like to use it more as a blush topper. So that's what I'm doing here, is just going over those places with the blush just to make it look a little bit more vibrant and highlighted. For brows today, I'm using a tinted pomade from NYX Professional Makeup. This is the Tame and Frame. And I'm using this with a small eyeliner brush just to start to outline where I want the brows to be. And then I'm filling it in. It's pretty much the same technique I use for all of my videos, so I won't go too in depth, but you just want to define your eyebrows to the look that you want to achieve. For the eyes, I use this palette from Hard Candy. I started off with the lightest shade in there, the light pink, which is called Roses. I placed this in the crease, blending it from inner to outer corner. And once I did that, I then went in with a little bit darker of a pink. This is called Kiss and Tell. And I wanted to just deepen up, slowly but surely deepen up that crease, because we're going to be cutting it as well, which you'll see in a moment. Once you start adding the darker shades, like the maroon shade, which is called Heartbeat, I wanted to combine the black in there, the ball and chain. I combined that with my brush, just dipped it into both of them, the Heartbeat and the ball and chain shade, so the maroon and the black. And I'm just buffing this into the crease from inner to outer corner. Black can be really tricky, so you want to do a little bit at a time. Add a little bit, blend it out, add a little bit, blend it out till it's to the deepness that you want. I also went back in with a cleaner brush that had just the pink shade on it after, as you'll see here, and just really blended it all together so it didn't look too harsh. Then I went in with the concealer. Today I decided to use the Camouflage Concealer from Hard Candy, but you can use any concealer that you'd like. And as you can see here, I'm starting to cut the crease, and what that essentially means is just cleaning up that crease so that it looks a little bit more defined. Take your time with this step because you want to make sure that it looks nice and precise. You don't want it to be super messy. It's really all about that beautiful crisp line. Once you are finished with that, I also like to go back in with a brush just around those edges and buff it a little bit more so that I went above those lines in the crease, it looks a little bit more defined. I also like to go back in with a black shade and a small eyeliner brush and just define that crease even more. You can see it looks so crisp compared to the other eye right now. This is a step that I absolutely love. It's not necessary if you want just a quick, easy look, but today we're doing a glam look and I thought that it would look perfect for it. I'm putting a little bit of the shimmer shade from the palette that's called Love Affair. I'm just placing this in the center of my eyes. I'm going to be going over it with a darker glitter, but I thought it would look nice to have this underneath. Using the brushes from earlier, which have the maroon shade, the pink shade, and the black on it, I'm starting to create the V on the inner and outer corner. This is essentially what we would call a halo eye. So you want to focus the darker shades on the inner and the outer corner, and then that light, vibrant shade in the middle. So this is kind of the star show, I would say. This is from Milani. This is the new Hypnotic Lights in the shade Luster Lights. It is beautiful, you guys. Just be really careful using it, and you don't want to put too much. I made that mistake when I tried it out earlier. So I'm placing a little bit, blending it out, placing a little bit until I feel as though it's the color that I want. If you put too much, it starts to crack, but it is a beautiful, beautiful color and a beautiful, beautiful product. It is about $10 and it's from Milani. So I'm just using a smaller definer brush just to really place it in the areas that I want. And then going back over with just that pink shade just to kind of blend those edges and make it look a little bit more seamless. As you can see, the halo is really starting to come together. We're not going to do a super big wing or anything like that today, but using the eyeliner from Maybeline, I'm just placing just a line across the lid just to make it a little bit more cohesive, but we are not going to do a wing. I don't typically do wings when I do a halo eye like this. Here I'm just prepping my eyes with some mascara. This is the L'Oreal Telescopic, but you can use whatever works for you. I'm prepping them for the lashes. These are from Kiss. I love this style. This is in the style Corset. They're super easy to apply. As you can see, I literally just placed it on, made sure the edges were connected using this little tweezers, and it was perfect. Moving to the lower lash line, very, very simple. We're just smoking out the lower lash line with 3 of the shades. The lightest pink, the maroon shade, and a little bit of that black, the ball and chain, all again from the Hard Candy All That Rose Gold palette. Popping some mascara on the lower lash line, and then we're going to finish up the look with some highlight and some lips. Physicians Formula, this is an amazing product. I love, love, love these. These are cream based. They're almost their own formula. They're quite different. I would definitely recommend trying them out. I like to put them on a beauty sponge and place it where I would like on my cheeks. And then I also like to set it with something else. And these are the Maybelline Master Chrome. They are phenomenal, you guys. This is the pinky shade, and I'm just setting all of that cream that we put down. I also like to put a little bit under my brow bone just to bring the whole look together. And lastly, on the lips, we have the Baddest beige Maybelline that we'll be topping this with. This is the Milani Matte Innocent. I wanted to go with a super nude look today since we do have a lot going on with the eyes. Lastly, we're going to go ahead and set the face with some NYX Professional Makeup Dewy Spray. And that's the end of the look, you guys. Again, I used all drugstore products to achieve today's look. If you liked it, please give this a thumbs up and comment down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys!